What up, YouTube? A-Stock here, going to talk about Nas EBK and how he was tweeting this photo behind bars on Instagram while he's, I'm assuming, awaiting trial for accusations of him shooting a person in broad daylight in Manhattan. Now, mind you, this is a pending case, but while he is arrested, he did put the following caption: "God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. Free me and free the real risk takers. I'll be home soon. They can lock up my body, but they can't lock up my mind." See, my problem with this is you got people who will sit there and say, free me, free the real, when somebody can be either accused or proven guilty that they did some most heinous shit. There's people right now that has had their families taken away from them, and it could be an innocent bystander. It could be a kid as young as 6, 7 years old that, let's say, got taken out while just playing outside with their friends. My thing about this is, if that person gets arrested or charged, locked up, people say, free him, free him, free him. What's the alternative punishment to somebody doing some wild shit? I just need to know that. What's the alternative here? Somebody kills a 6-year-old, or somebody kills somebody in broad daylight, innocent bystander, and people say free him though? Like, what's the alternative punishment? Let him go back out there and do some other heinous crimes? Like, what's the alternative here? And this isn't even really about Nas EBK. This is just generally speaking. If you know somebody that did that shit, there's no need for people to be spouting on the internet, oh, free him, free him, free him, free the guys, free the guys, free the guys. If the guys did that shit, they need to stay where they at. Because what's the alternative punishment? If they did that shit, why should they be out? If a guy who robs an old woman's house that, let's say, had kids inside, that had 2 or 3 grandkids in there, if a guy busts down her door, takes everything, but decides to take the lives of the grandmother and the children, why should he be let loose again? Why should you sit there in the comment section and say, free him, free him? What's your alternative to him being locked up? And yeah, sure, you could put him back out there so he can face street justice. But guess what? What you end up doing, you make a bad situation worse, because the victims' families are going to try to hunt the person down, take him out the paint, take out his friends, and then his people are going to try to take out their people, and now you got a whole war. And this isn't a problem that just happens up there in New York. It happens in the South. It happens everywhere. It's a plague. People don't want to hold other people accountable for shit that they did. Like, there's people I know that will never see the light of day again because of some stupid shit they did years ago. There's people I know who are 6 feet under for simply minding their business, coming home from work, and something happens, and they're taken away from their friends, their family, loved ones for nothing. But people will still say, oh, well, free him though. Free him. Why should he be free? What's the point of having a jail and prison if you're not going to punish people for doing wrongdoing? And these same people would want other criminals charged to the fullest extent of the law. But the second somebody robs someone's house, takes their belongings, kills people inside, innocent people who may have just been asleep or minding their business, that person should be let go, put back out on the streets for what? I would like to know what's the alternative. I want to know from y'all, what's the alternative to punishment in jail? Street justice don't solve anything. You put him back out there, and let's say that person who did the killing, he gets clapped. Now his parents, his family, his friends have to grieve because their loved one is gone. Nobody really wins. There's kids right now who are 16, 17 years old. They won't have to taste the freedom until they're in their freaking 30s. Let that sink in. Until next time, been A-Stock here, and I'm out. Peace.